Good morning, good morning, good morning, you lovely lot. It is so hard to know what the days are when you're on holiday. Thursday. Thursday. It's about 9:20 in the morning. We have got the exam results in. I'm not going to share them just yet because I haven't spoken to Kenzie about that. But we need to go in and talk to school about his options. We're going to go and do that in a minute. Hold on. He's up there, look. He's waving at me. As you can see, he's in a good mood, so they're not that bad. They're pretty good, actually. Bearing in mind, he was so stressed. The results are lower than his expected grades, but we knew that would happen because he was so stressed and so full of anxiety through the exams that, to be fair, I really didn't think he'd pass anything, if I'm honest. Anyway, as you can see, there's rain. We got rain. This is something you don't see very often. We saw it when we were up north. Well, we heard it on the caravan at night. But down here, they haven't really had anything. And it's meant to rain all day. So I'm glad I've done that to the garden because whatever moisture goes through into, if you didn't see yesterday, put more compost down on the flower bed and then covered it in wood chip to try and make it a little bit more tolerant of the drought that we're having. I mean, one day's rain's not going to do an awful lot for the drought, but it's something. And it'll do an awful lot for the garden. So yeah, I'm really glad that I did that because whatever water goes in will not dry up the minute the sun comes out. It'll help to retain it. And the rest of the garden did need good water, but without using a hose pipe, because we've got a hose pipe ban on because of the drought, I couldn't really water the rest of the garden as easily. I would normally take the hose pipe and spray everything, but that wasn't possible. Anyway, yeah, we're going to go, and Lee's taking us for a congratulations on your exams and getting through them treat at Black Goo, which is somewhere we really like for Kenzie's. Yeah, well done. Celebratory breakfast with my boy and my man. It stopped raining. It's actually quite nice out there. Feels a lot cooler, not so muggy, and it smells really nice. I've already recorded this once, but I waffled for far too long and it ended up being 10 minutes long, and no one wants to look at me waffling for 10 minutes long, so I'm going to try and make it more brief. Kenzie has given me permission to talk to you about his results, and so I will. He mainly got, well, he passed 4 exams at a level 4. He got 1 at a level 5, which was his food tech, which we knew he'd done really well in. So in old grades, a 4 is a C, and so that's kind of the level they want you to get in your GCSEs so that you can then go off and do higher education. You don't always need that. You can go to college and do other courses. There are some courses at the school that are at a lower level, but to do A-level, you need 5 passes, really. And he only has 4 passes. He has passed one of his English, and it is compulsory to retake your English and your maths if you don't pass them. So he has actually passed one of his Englishes, which is fantastic. Now, he isn't 100% sure what he wants to do, and he's decided he's going to do media studies, and there were 2 levels of media studies. There's level 1 and 2, which is a 1-year course, and then there's a level 3, which is the equivalent of A-levels. And unfortunately, he doesn't have enough qualifications to get into that higher course, but that's fine because actually we think it's working out for the best, and so does the school. So because he didn't get the 5, he only got the 4. He's going to retake his English language because he passed his literature, and he's going to retake his maths, and then that will get those hopefully up. He will redo the exams in November and hopefully pass. He'll find out in January, and then if he hasn't passed, he'll retake them in July with everybody else, and that gives him 2 opportunities. The idea being that he needs to really knuckle down. He needs to talk to the teacher and say he wants to do the further level, the level 3 next year, in the media studies, and so what they're going to do is make sure they mark his papers and then make suggestions on how he can improve it and give him the opportunity to resubmit it to get a higher grade. And that's what he's going to do going forwards, really work hard to get level 2 grading on all of his media so that he can go and do the A-level course, which is a 2-year course afterwards. So it'll be a year doing the level 1 and 2, and then 2 years doing level 3. And so that's what we've decided going forwards is what he would really like to do. This also gives him the opportunity to try media for a year and decide whether or not it is actually what he wants to do or not. Really, it's a choice between cooking, media, or animals, and he's really not sure. And I wanted to address this because there will be an awful lot of people out there on vlogs and what have you now saying how well their kids have done and how they're really proud of them getting A's and B's and distinctions and all the rest of it. And you know what? That's fantastic, but not all of us are academic. And my boys have never found it easy, Lee never found it easy, and I never found it easy. We are just not academic. My brother was a straight A student. I believe my sisters, well, they went straight into A levels as well, so I believe they got A's and B's. I was a D person. I got D's, which is a level 3, I believe, in the new system, and had to retake my maths and my English, and I retook art because I wanted to, and I stayed on and did an MVQ in health and social care for a year at school, and got up some more of those exams, you know, redid some of those exams, and then went on to do the equivalent of 3 A levels in my NNEB in childcare, which I knew I needed to go into the job I wanted to do, which was to be a nanny. Kenzie doesn't know what he wants to do, but I just think it's really important that you see that there is a range of reality out there and that not everybody is academic. We are super proud of what he's achieved, especially when he was so anxious through his exams and things kind of fell apart halfway through and he really struggled, and that will be the case for a lot of people. So I just feel it's really important that we address it and document it, because it's not a failure to not be a straight A student. You try, you do what you can, and you work with what you get. I believe that it should be classed as a ongoing, there shouldn't be exams. I think it should be an ongoing, how you work at school, your attitude to learning, like a whole portfolio. The work you do throughout the 2 years in that, you know, in secondary education, and or even longer, maybe not just those last 2 years of years 10 and 11, but maybe to take it from earlier as well. I'm not sure, but definitely a portfolio of your attitude to learning and your predicted grades if they want to grade it, but just an overall knowledge rather than focusing on exams, because Kenzie's practical exams in his food tech and his coursework shows that he was capable of getting a grade 5 in subjects, but he just can't do exams. And so I just think it's important to have that said. So for all of you who got your exams today, I hope it all went well for you. You got what you wanted or what you needed, and if not, don't worry, just retake and you can all do it. You have your whole life ahead of you. Do not let exam results be a cause for you to think that that's it, you can't do what you want to do. You can just retake, try again, or try different avenues into what it is you want to do, because there are other avenues out there for people who struggle with exams. That being said, we are super proud of our boy. So yeah, hope everyone's exams went well today, or at least their results went well today. You know what I mean. This is my puzzle that I am working on. It's all about Great Britain. There's loads of little details, lots of people, some of them good, some of them bad. And I've nearly finished it. Been doing that all afternoon. I'm going to roll it up now so I can make some dinner. I'm going to do Kenzie some veg, a Yorkshire pudding. I'm defrosting some chicken and I'm going to make that into some sort of flavoured chicken breast thing. I'm going to put the oven on for mine and Lee's and cook Kenzie's chicken breasts. And Lee and I are having this, but we are not cooking that like that because we don't like that like that. Actually, it does actually say green beans, and then that's got a picture of broccoli, which is not green beans. I'll have to see what they've put in here. Mahoosive green beans. To be fair, I prefer green beans to the broccoli, I think. Although those don't look the freshest. It's all coming together. There's Kenzie's veg cooking. I'm boiling these up a bit. In fact, I think I'm probably going to turn those off now. And, oh, turn those off. And then I'm going to put some butter in the bottom of the pan and just brown them off in some butter. They'll taste really nice. And these potatoes are not far off being done now, and I can mash those with some cheese and some butter and a little bit of milk. There's Kenzie's dinner. It's got jerk chicken with a bit of garlic and veg and Yorkshire pudding. So we have got meatballs, pork meatballs with a garlicky, Cajun-y sauce, green beans and cheesy mash. Nice, we've had it before.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm all showered and we've eaten, taken my makeup off, and now we need to sit and watch some Josh Gates, some Resident Alien, and generally just relax for the rest of the evening. Thank you very much for watching, you lovely lot, and I'll see you all tomorrow.